Okay, in this video we are reviewing, yeah, that's right, Modern Warfare, the latest Call of Duty. Now, I've waited a good while before doing this review because some people still haven't bought the game who are into Call of Duty. Now, I will say this, the storyline really, really good. There are obviously some controversial moments, and they've been rightly criticised because you have to, when you're producing a piece of media like this, you're going to have to accept some criticism from certain groups. You always are. Especially with an age-rated game that's rated 18 in the UK, or rated R, I believe, in the US, you're going to have to cop a lot of criticism. GTA's had to cop it, that the Rockstar have copped criticism for some of their games. Activision, who are the main publisher with the other side publishers who publish this, again have to accept some criticism of their game and critique. I think the criticism they have to listen to is from the armed forces groups and armed forces veterans about the use of white phosphorus. And I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to let you guys make your own minds up about the use of white phosphorus, but I do, and I'm not going to ruin the game for those who haven't played it, who haven't played the storyline or haven't played the multiplayer. I'm going to let you guys be the judge of that yourselves. But if you know anyone who's been in the armed forces and the use of white phosphorus, talk to them about the effects of it. That's where I think they deserve the criticism in the game. They do touch on some very sensitive areas around, certain events politically that have happened recently and terrorism that's happened recently. In the storyline, they sort of do use some bits from history and some training exercises that have been used by national governments to prepare their armed forces in the case of said events, chemical attacks and whatsoever. And you can see, in modern day Middle East and around the world, the incidents that are happening, they are played out in this game. So it's a bit of touch on modern problems in the game, and that is fair as well. And there is some criticism about some of the storyline matter that we're working with. However, the main issue I have with the game is I don't think they actually listened to the armed forces about getting this game as accurate as possible, and that's where I think I drop it down to an 8.5 out of 10 rather than a 9.5 out of 10. It's getting, I think, some of it slightly wrong and deserving some criticism, but I'm going to leave that there and let you guys be the judge on that. Now we're going to talk about the online. I actually do enjoy the online for the gameplay and the options you have. Now I stick to my team deathmatch, enlarged team deathmatch, so you get team deathmatch with standard 12 people a lobby, 6 aside. Then you have the 10-a-side team deathmatch, which is what we had in Advanced Warfare, and free-for-all. They're my favourites. They're the ones I like playing. Of course, you've got the multiple online multiplayer lobby types, hardcore, capture the flag, etc., etc. So you've got all the good ones in there, mosh pit, all that. I'm a big fan of how the online is laid out, and how the online menu's laid out, and how you can set up, your setup for weapons, sensitivity, all that. How you unlock certain perks for guns. I get that. How you unlock your perks, how you unlock your secondary tacticals. I like how they've laid it out. I think they've done a real good job listening about some of the negatives from some of the previous Call of Duty onlines. Call of Duty Ghosts was horrible online. Not gonna lie, played it. Absolutely diabolical. Advanced Warfare I found the most simple online to use. I actually really enjoyed that online massively. I still play it now. It's my favourite Call of Duty because I think it's the most simple online experience. And it works, and people still play it, and there are people who've clammed up who still play it, and the lobbies are still busy. So Advanced Warfare still has very popular lobbies. That game came out 5 years ago. Now, it's not everyone's favourite Call of Duty because of the pushing the limits of the, as it says, Advanced Warfare futuristic element, but I will say this, I think they did get that game pretty good and pretty right with the storyline and the multiplayer. In this game, Call of Duty have had declining sales in recent years because guess what, there's a Call of Duty every year. I think we do get a little bit saturated with the Call of Duties. Now World War II was a step back to Call of Duty's origins, which was World War II, and that was a good refreshing step back with the storyline, but the online wasn't as good as it could have been. This Call of Duty, for me, out of all the Call of Duties I've played and owned, is my second favourite. I do like what they've done with the online. I do like what they've done with the storyline being as realistic and as true to current events as they could possibly get away with in a game like this, but I have some criticisms. I don't think they listen to the armed forces groups about getting advice on making a video game that involves the military and the modern military and how the modern military are deployed. I think they could have done that a lot better. And the online, the microtransactions and bug fixes. This is now 2020 as I'm recording this video. You would have thought that a tech company would have fixed out bug fixes a long time ago, and the microtransactions are, I'm going to do a separate video on why I dislike microtransactions in video games. It basically means if you want to have the full game experience and unlock everything earlier, you have to pay a fortune. Whereas if you want to do it by hard work, you have to wait so much longer. but you save money. Microtransactions become addictive and expensive, and they've come under a lot of criticism in recent times for how GTA and Rockstar have dealt with it, with their casino element of the online in GTA 5. And the fact that when you're releasing a game and it's riddled with bugs and it hasn't got all the DLCs and unlockable content yet, people are going, well, why have you released a game that isn't complete? And that is a regular criticism of video games for like the last 5 or 6 years. And I'm going to make reference to a video game I bought a year ago, Red Dead Redemption 2. The online for this wasn't ready for months. I played the beta online and I was really disappointed with what they'd come up with for the online element to this game. And that is where that game falls back from being a 10 out of 10 to, again, a 9 out of 10. Brilliant storyline, brilliant gameplay, online sucked. Don't buy Red Dead Redemption 2 for the online. Whereas Modern Warfare, you do want to buy it for the online and the storyline. It's a complete game, but it's not as the best Call of Duty they've ever made, and therefore I have to give it as a total 9 out of 10. Where it falls back is, I think, certain bits of the storyline, they deserve the criticism, and certain bits of the online, microtransactions is the big bugbear that I have, and to a certain extent, the bug fixes. But overall, pretty solid game, pretty solid outing, and yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I understand Call of Duty's become a little bit OTT with a title released every single year now, at roughly October, November time, and you sort of know, oh, here comes the next Call of Duty. So it'll be interesting to see what their next title is, and the era it is set in, and, what criticism the next Call of Duty will face in about 10 months' time. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I do apologise for not releasing a video on this channel for a good 9 months, busy with work and the other channel, but thank you very much for watching. Please place your thoughts below. If you are new to the channel, please give it a like and subscribe, and also if you like your sports, check out the Sports Buffin 89, which is my main channel, and I'd like to see you there soon as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll have some more videos for you very, very soon.